Good afternoon, and thank you for joining the newsroom's afternoon brief. I'm Vishani Raghavan, and I'm here to tell you that we're following several stories today. First up, we tell you that a 23-year-old suspected bandit was shot and killed when his alleged accomplice was captured after they robbed a man inside a cambio. The dead man has been identified as Abenigo Trotman, and he's a resident of Tiger Bay, Georgetown. Police headquarters described him as a known character. Reports are that Trotman and his accomplice were trying to escape after robbing a man inside a cambio at about 10:50 hours. A plainclothes officer who witnessed the robbery reportedly pulled out his firearm and shot at the suspects. Trotman was, however, shot to his chest. In their bid to escape, Trotman and his alleged accomplice collided with a car that was proceeding along King Street. It was then that the accomplice reportedly tried to escape but was apprehended by police. We tell you now that police are also investigating the Thursday night murder of Dexter Horsham, a 43-year-old construction worker of West Rhineville, Georgetown. According to police headquarters, a man went to the West Rhineville house of the Ghana Police Force Private Ezekiel Suban and told him that he needed to leave the house. He claimed that he bought this house from Suban's great uncle. Suban did not agree and told the man to get the police involved. Subsequently, the two men argued and six other men exited a black pickup vehicle and aggressively approached Suban. At this time, a crowd, including the victim, Harsham, gathered in the area. Soon after, a fight broke out, and one of the men who exited the vehicle fired 3 shots. It was then that Harsham was shot to his left side back. Another man who was in the crowd, Kerwin Abraham, also received a gunshot wound. The gunman and other suspects then went back into the pickup vehicle and drove off from the scene. The victims were taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where Horsham was pronounced dead, and the other victim, Abraham, is presently seeking medical attention. His condition is listed as stable. Police later found the vehicle in a yard at South Rhineville, and there was some confusion over how the vehicle got there, since the occupant of the address said he did not give permission for it to be parked there while he was away at work. Still on crime related issues, we're telling you now that the Police Complaints Authority in 2022 received a total of 194 complaints against ranks of the Ghana Police Force, and Chairman of the Police Complaints Authority, Justice Retired William Ramlal, believes that the hierarchy of the force is covering up the wrongdoings of ranks. Justice Ramlal made the revelation in his 2022 annual report, where he noted that of the 194 complaints received, 52 were closed after preliminary investigations. Among these were 4 cases during which civilians were fatally shot by police. The 4 cases include the killing of 23-year-old Quindan Bacchus, who was fatally shot on June 10, 2022 at the Haslington New Scheme East Coast Demerara during a police operation. Following an investigation by the Police Complaints Authority, 3 police ranks were criminally charged. In his report, Justice Ramlal also pointed out that despite few instances where members of the force were charged criminally, they remained on active duty rather than being interdicted, in keeping with the force's standing orders. It was, however, noted that once a rank is charged for a criminal or disciplinary offense, that rank should almost immediately be interdicted from duty. For 2022, Justice Ramlal said disciplinary charges were recommended against 17 members of the police force, but according to him, none of these proceedings were heard by the Police Disciplinary Authority in accordance with the Police Discipline Act or the Police Complaints Authority Act. So, he said it was his considered opinion, based on firm evidence, that the police force is covering up the wrongdoings of its ranks. Now, just for a bit of context, the Police Complaints Authority, which Justice Ramlal is the chairman of, is responsible for receiving complaints of specific cases of misconduct by members of the Ghana Police Force. Finally, we just learned that 2 children are critically ill and receiving treatment in the intensive care unit of the Georgetown Public Hospital after they were infected with dengue. This was revealed by Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony on Friday afternoon at the sidelines of an event at Anna Regina. Dr. Anthony has been at Region 2, where Anna Regina is found, all day today, engaging in several visits of medical facilities and he attended a graduation this afternoon. The newsroom first learned that several children were receiving treatment for dengue fever at the Georgetown Hospital on Tuesday night, and when asked about this, Dr. Anthony revealed that two of them are in the ICU. Further, he said that several other adults have been admitted to the hospital in the past week after they were infected with dengue. He emphasized that the patients are being monitored and adequately treated. Aside from Dr. Anthony's comments, we learned that a total of 3,453 people in regions all across Guyana were infected with dengue for this year so far. But of that amount, importantly, 2,169 cases are still considered active. In simple terms, that just means that people are still experiencing symptoms associated with dengue. Those are the stories I have for you right now. You can check out these and more stories at our website, newsroom.gy, on our social media pages, and on our 7 o'clock newscast, which broadcasts on E1, Scar TV, NTN, and Tarsi TV in Martico. Again, I'm Vishani Raghavan. Thank you so much for joining.